Welcome to AC 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. President Biden is promising Israeli leaders that the U.S. will continue to have Israel's back. But with that support comes obstacles. Some Senate Republicans are expressing their concerns about Biden's nominee for ambassador to Israel. Meanwhile, House GOP support for Speaker nominee Jim Jordan is expected to further dwindle. The Advocate Channel's Karen Kaifa breaks it all down.
President Biden in Tel Aviv Wednesday pledging U.S. support for Israel in its fight against Hamas.
I come to Israel with a single message. You're not alone. You are not alone.
Biden with Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who traveled to Israel last week as part of a 7-nation tour, showing U.S. solidarity. But further administration plans may be delayed by Congress. On Wednesday, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee met to consider Biden's nominee for ambassador to Israel, former Treasury Secretary Jack Lew. Senate Republicans expressed concerns about Lew's involvement in the 2015 Obama administration Iran nuclear deal.
I'm going to have some questions for you about your activities in what I think was a backhanded way of supporting Iran.
But Senate Democrats are pushing back and urging Lew's swift confirmation, as the U.S. has been without an ambassador to Israel since July.
I am committed to getting you in place in Israel as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, House Republicans remained consumed by their intra-party speaker battle.
There are a lot of people just very frustrated right now about this whole process, but we got to get our act together.
Ohio Republican Jim Jordan's nomination failed in a second floor vote, leaving the House at a standstill. In Tel Aviv, President Biden said he plans to ask Congress for an unprecedented support package for Israel's defense later this week. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
The United States has imposed sanctions on 10 members of Hamas in response to the October 7th attack on Israel. The Treasury Department says that it includes those associated with the terrorist group Secret Investment Portfolio, 2 senior Hamas officials, a Gaza-based currency exchange, and its operator. The department is working to track, freeze, and seize Hamas-related assets. According to a new report, health insurance costs are now up 7% from last year. Yearly premiums for family health insurance coverage soared to an average of nearly $24,000. That's according to KFF's Employer Health Benefits Survey. That's a jump of almost $500 from last year. For individual coverage, the cost is up by 7% from last year, or about $75 more than last year. The FDA is proposing a new rule that would ban certain hair relaxers containing dangerous chemicals. The ban would target relaxers that use formaldehyde. Currently, its use is discouraged. It's a colorless, flammable gas that is used in a variety of household products. The chemical is highly toxic, and repeated use is known to irritate the skin, eyes, lungs, and throat. According to a Boston University study, relaxers are commonly used by Black women and have also been linked to a greater risk of uterine cancer. Passengers on an EasyJet flight found nothing easy about their trip. Now, let me tell you why. Someone apparently relieved themselves, is what we'll say. This messy situation occurred on a flight scheduled to depart from a Spanish island bound for London. One passenger said cleaners came on board and passengers stayed in their seats during the deep clean. The airline says that they provided hotel accommodations and would reimburse people who booked on their own. And thanks so much for watching AC 24/7. For more, go to theadvocatechannel.com and subscribe on the Advocate Channel YouTube page. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Aaron Dean.